ready for the next battle.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Cause I'm a Fury here. Long time no see, and usually I would be doing a lot of things gaming related, but it just seems like it's lacking, like when it comes to the type of games, you know. Maybe PCs where is that? Maybe it's the lack of variety, but I'm feeling like, you know, it's definitely the lack of variety of genres that's getting love. You know, we have, of course, our first-person shooters who, and our action platform, action adventures that are just going yearly, which is taking the luster out of it, you know. Call of Duty has gone the way of Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed, which just makes it like they bring out one next year. What the fuck I'm buying this one for? Call of Duty, I played the beta, don't like it. I'll wait for next year's version. It's nothing special. They're not taking any time with these anymore, and it's just like, what are you missing out for? It doesn't feel like it's, like I said, they don't feel special no more. It's the Madden effect, you know, like every year is a new Madden coming out, and all you're paying is $60 a year for a new roster, you know. That's all you basically doing. You know, I've always thought about Madden, and I'll just be like, you know, hey, Madden should be a game that you should have to buy every few years, you know. Like, say for example, they should have it like this. Let's say I bought Madden, and okay, I want to buy this copy, all right, but I didn't have last year's copy and stuff. Or maybe next year I don't want to buy Madden and stuff, and maybe it runs on the exact same engine that the last Madden was built on. Why do I have to buy it all over again for another $60? You know, maybe charge a little here and there for DLC to update the rosters, make any patches to it, something like that, because it feels like a total waste of money to me. And I love football, you know. I mean, I love watching the sport, but this is ridiculous when it comes to playing the game, you know. It ain't that much love in the world, and I guess it's just after the fact that EA went exclusive. Now this is, I have to wait for this every year, and this is the only game that's out there right now. What challenge does it got? When there's no challenge, there's no growth, because they are just basically recycling the same ideas in and out as the years go by. So that's not innovative. First person shooters, they just running out of breath, especially the Call of Duty series. And I actually like a few of the Call of Duty games, I still do, but now it's like it's wearing its welcome, you know. Make me wait for something, you know. Your Activision, I know you got other properties you can work on, and this is another problem too. Intellectual properties aren't being created. They're just driving the same thing into the ground. Now, I can see with Activision Call of Duty, yes, it's different characters, it's different time periods, but it's basically the same thing, you know. Like for example, they make us wait. Microsoft, Bungie make us wait for the next adventures of the Master Chief. They don't like, well, what happens to the Master Chief now? Tune in next year for this one. No, it's like it has an ending, and then you understand there's some things that need to be done, but it keeps you waiting, and you like, all right, this was good, all right, damn, what's gonna happen next? But you're not like, and you like, okay, it's coming out next year. Like Gears of War, same thing. Every few years, because they understand that they want to put out the best product that they possibly can put out, and not just keep putting out stuff and just throwing it down our face, and like the quality is taking a hit because they're not they don't have enough time to tweak it, they don't have enough time to get fan test reaction, and so every year it's the same thing. It's like, you know. But one of the biggest things that's going on right now is how just now we got Resident Evil 7 coming in, and I've said it before and I'm going to keep saying it, it don't feel like anything special. It feels like a whole bunch of. It feels like the culmination of stuff we've seen already. Now they slowly releasing information. Now you can weapon craft. Okay, yeah. You can do that in Resident Evil 3. Thanks for bringing that back. Okay, I get that. But the style of weapon crafting, I think they're gonna do it with melee weapons too. So it's feel like they're stealing ideas from Dead Island, they're stealing ideas from Outlast, they're stealing ideas from various other jump scares and games that inflict terror on you from the PC and the Steam generation. They just putting it into Capcom, and they just putting it into Resident Evil. That's what Capcom's doing. And now they put you in a tighter hallway to make you feel more fearful, like you can't run. I don't even think you can even run away from them. You gotta sit there, you gotta shoot them, you gotta sit there and get killed. I don't know how to play mechanics at all. All they do is just keep releasing these little clips, and we need to see it comes out in January 24th, and we don't know nothing but they brought back the regenerators, and possibly with Ouroboros or something, or you got the Bakers who are infected and they can regenerate and they're gonna chase you, and like the main guy's gonna chase you relentlessly, and the more you damage him, the more relentless he comes back, and the more powerful his weapons is, and the more that's Nemesis. They just bring back the feeling of Nemesis, but now instead of Nemesis, it's a regular fucking hick in glasses with that can regenerate. It's probably the progenitor virus. I don't know. There's so many viruses in Resident Evil 7, and they haven't wiped none of this shit completely off the planet yet. And Resident Evil been out since the 90s, dude. You know, it took the action route and everything, but that all started with Part 4. As good as Part 4 was, that was that just pretty much caused the end of where that pretty much drove the series to where it went when the Part 6 came out. So all you people who hate how 6 played, remember, you liked Part 4, so you pretty much fed that pig. Alright? And I'm not saying I love Part 4, but if you were in love with Part 4 and you hate how 6 plays, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry I said it, but it's nearly the same type of game. Alright? And let's be honest, Resident Evil 4 wasn't even scary. Resident Evil 4 was an action game that had horrific elements in it. Don't delude yourselves and think like 4 is a totally different game from 6. No, it's not. Alright? It's just that now you were so caught up in Resident Evil 4 that you didn't realize that you were so caught up in the newness of it, you didn't realize it was just basically like, okay, it's totally going in a new path. It didn't hit you until Part 5 came out, and you realize, and then you was like, oh, people in 4 were so much better. No, it wasn't. It's just that you was just Leon by yourself. You didn't play really with nobody else at the same time. 2, I guess, because Part 5 came out and you were like, okay, now 2 people who play at the same time, you don't feel the tension that you felt in Part 4. I can understand that now. But don't fool yourself into thinking it totally just fell off. It just totally fell off by the time it hit 5 and 6. It was falling off. It just was new to you. Alright? And I'm no disrespect, I actually liked 4, 5, and 6. Not as much as I liked Resident Evil 2, but I like 4, 5, and 6. Alright? You know, it's a different style of gameplay. Alright? I get that, but it's not. But don't fool yourself. A lot of you fans led the direction to 6, and then you end up turning your backs on it and hating it so much. Now they reinventing the world with 7, which we can't really call a reinvention because they actually are just stealing shit from the PC independent developers and stuff. So there's no innovation. This is what it's really not. They have conditioned most gamers into just liking the same shit all the time, and not even the mobile gamers who feel like, or the PC gamers, even they are molded into the same stuff and they don't even realize it. You just mold it into the same stuff, but You just playing on a different type of hardware. That's all you is. You either into real-time strategy, you either into the jump scare games, or you either into playing ports of games that were on consoles. So the choice is yours. Everything, they are conditioned everybody. So this whole console gamer versus PC gamer, you're all conditioned into liking the same stuff. Alright? I mean, I didn't even pick up Infinite Warfare this year. I just don't want to. I've stopped playing Black Ops 3 pretty much early into it. I just was done with that type of with first person shooters every year. Like I said, I was done with playing like football every year, the same one game. There's no competition. Ever since when they pulled that shit with 2K and snatched up the NFL license exclusively, now I think you notice that 2K doesn't have exclusive rights on the NBA license. You know that, right? It's just that they've put out a consistent, solid basketball game, so much to the fact that EA couldn't even fucking compete. They tried. EA tried to come back after they abandoned Live. They tried to come back, and it just wasn't the same. And that's just what happened. That's just what's going on now. It's just not the same. So let me know how you feel about that stuff. Sorry my voice is breaking, but it's early in the morning. I just got up not too long ago, and I wanted to do this last night, but thanks to the Pinnacle software, the fucking video doesn't synchronize properly. But anyway, that's how I feel about that. You let me know how you feel. Cause I'm a Fury out. Remember, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, and keep being you. Peace.